Hey guys, welcome back to Katawa Shoujo. A few things to explain. One, if you hear laughing in the background, Sharknado is being watched in the room just across from me, so... Sharknado. Two, zoomed in, the camera zoomed in more than I meant it to be, but I don't want to change it now. Green screen. It's for my live stream. This has nothing to do with Katawa Shoujo. I fell asleep with my stream setup on the sofa. I put my sofa forwards to stream, and I have my green screen out. My sofa is actually just behind this. Literally, like, right there. It's all over the place right now. I don't want to put my stream setup back the way it's supposed... I don't want to put my room back the way it's supposed to be right now. Because, basically, I've got to continue streaming pretty much after I record all this stuff. I'll be doing Splunky. Check it out. Although, wait, no, I'll already be streaming by the time you watch this. Never mind. I might have already finished. Maybe not. Anyway, last time I messed up and I bashed the microphone and it turned itself off. So now we're going to continue with what you can already see. I picked Press Emmy. So, yes, why do I get the feeling she's convincing herself as well as me? So, Press Emmy. Press Emmy's breasts. Are you absolutely sure? You don't want to go ahead and adjust it before heading up the stairs? You could get hurt if you don't, right? I said it was fine, Hisao. Seriously, don't worry about it. I got some experience in these matters after all. Yeah, I suppose so. Well, you do have no legs, so I guess you'd be used to that by now. Yeah, it makes sense. Emmy grins reassuringly. Honestly, Hisao, I appreciate the concern, but really, I'm okay. I really am okay. Now really, I need to get going. Your attempts to keep me around are doomed to fail. Of course. Just prolonging the goodbye, I suppose. Another grin lights up Emmy's face. Good night, Hisao. Good night. As she limps inside, I find myself hoping she's okay, despite her assurances that she's fine. I think I can call this a successful first date. Hell, any day that ends with Emmy pinning me under a tree to kiss me can't be bad, can it? Yeah, no, not really. I head back to my room, mentally thanking the gods. Mentally thank the gods. Mentally thank the gods? Oh, okay. Yeah, I see this whole sentence. I head back to my room, mentally thank the gods that Kenji doesn't ambush me in the hallway, and get started on my homework. Whoa! Oh, Jesus! Sorry, I accidentally hit the skip button then. See, I've already read, like, a bit ahead of this. It's not too much, it's like a few... Just a bit where I think it's just that we start running or something like that. The morning is far too early for my taste. It doesn't help that I had trouble sleeping last night. There were simply too many things to think about. My mind refused to slow down. It's a mile a minute. Instead, I replayed the rooftop. Try and recreate jokes I told. I don't remember any. And everything else over and over in my mind. There's a small part of my mind that is still paranoid that this has all been some kind of joke. That I'll meet up with Emmy at the track and she'll act like nothing happened yesterday. Pushing these thoughts to the back of my mind, I throw on my running clothes and open the door. Emmy's waiting for me with her usual smile. You're late. Or at least, you're not early today. Are you tired or something? I find myself ruefully rubbing the back of my head. Yeah. Couldn't sleep, popping boners all night. Something like that, yeah. Lots to think about and all that. Emmy giggles at my mild understatement. Yeah, I didn't sleep that well either. I was actually glad you went early, because I wasn't early either. I wonder if the same thing kept us awake. The image of her weeping face passes through my mind. No! That's a sad image. What kept you up? Emmy's expression falters. Ooh. But she quickly notices my curiosity and forces a smile. Nothing important. She's obviously not telling me something. The question is, should I press the issue? Something's clearly been bothering her for a while. I want to help her, but would it just come off as being nosy? She's got to know I care about her, though. Are you sure? If something's bothering you, I'm here to help you sort it out. Emmy laughs, but it's not a usual laugh. There's an edge to it that's almost bitter. Sorted out? I'm not sure it can be sorted out, Hisao. An almost grim smile crosses her lips. It's like a smile of resignation. I don't think you could help me anyway. Ooh. Ouch. That hurts. Yeah, that does hurt. Me and Hisao on the same boat there. Damn. Cold. I don't want to say that it hurts to her, but it does. Doesn't she realize I just want to be there for her when things go wrong? And want to smell her strawberry hair? Well, I won't push you on the matter. But I'm here if you decide later that you'd like to talk about it. It might help. I can see the debate raging behind Emi's eyes. It seems like she wants to tell me, but she's not sure whether or not she can. Hey, forget about it for now, okay? We've got running to do. The mention of running, something that she can handle, brings Emi back to her usual self. Right! Hurry up and stretch yourself. We gotta get moving. The voice everywhere. So many voices. Skittles. Look what I've got right now. Skittles. I haven't had Skittles in ages. Do you know what? I stopped eating Skittles a while ago because I twice in very short span of time I almost choked to death on them. Once I was walking home, almost choked to death. Had to grab someone who was doing their garden to get me a glass of water. Swallowed it. They went down. Then they popped up my nose a little while later. I was like, what? The Skittles I'd been choking on had gone down and then somehow gone up and through my nose. So I was like, 2 Skittles came up my nose. Then another time I was eating Skittles with my first walking. Both of them went back when I was in school, actually. I was walking back from lunch with my friend and I started to choke and he grabbed me and I was like, the Heimlich maneuver on me. And I was just like, thank you so much. You saved my life. So ever since then, I've been very cautious about eating Skittles. Here we go. See, I'm very careful. She takes off like a shot. Far quicker than I'm used to. I should get like a running track in the background. Still, I try to pace with her, recklessly testing my limits. It gives me a feeling of freedom, like my heart is no longer important. I find myself wanting to laugh. Now, I'm in bits I didn't read now. Wanting to laugh, filled with the feeling of moving beyond what I once called my boundaries. The nurse's warnings to not overdo things echo in my mind, and I disregard them, and then die. This feeling I have, this willingness to risk a heart attack for something so trivial as a morning run, feels out of character for me. But is it? Or rather, should it be? I've got a weak heart, sure. It'll never be capable of the kind of speed and endurance Emi's capable of. Though I probably wouldn't be able to get that good, even if I had a healthy heart. As we round the final bend, I feel my legs screaming in protest. For the first time, I ignore them. I accelerate to finish at a sprint, nearly catching up to Emi. That was never going to happen, of course. Still, I feel surprisingly good. Oh sure, my legs feel like they're about to catch fire. And I'm having trouble staying upright. But there's been a shift of some sort today. It's all thanks to the girl grinning at the finish line waiting for me. That felt a little faster than usual. My comment is met with a grin and a shrug. Can't have you think I was going soft on you now, can I? But you managed to handle it just fine. Well, I couldn't have done it without you. Still feeling from the high from the run and moved by a surge of gratitude, I seize Emi in a hug. Give me a hug. Thanks. Really, I'm not just saying that. I'm in your debt. Emi seems flustered by my words, squirming uncomfortably. Oh, okay, she's done with the being close thing now. Don't be silly, Hisao. Someone had to haul you out here, didn't they? It's not like you're doing anything for me, right? You're not doing anything for me, sorry. I needed a running partner, remember? I shake my head, still pointedly not letting go of Emi, who stops squirming and merely looks at me with a quickly deepening blush. It almost seems out of character. No, it's not true. You wanted a running partner, but you didn't need one. If I hadn't shown up the day after the festival, you would still run, right? But it doesn't work the other way around. I only managed to make it out a few times before the festival. Without you, I probably wouldn't have made it out at all after that. Amy smiles at me and prods at my chest with one finger. Oh no, the Hulk strength! My ribs! You and your Hulk strength. You're pretty lazy, Hisao. Hey, I was giving you a compliment. Well, you're welcome, I guess. Hisao said a really nice thing there, okay? A bit more than welcome, I guess, would be appreciated. I'll pay you back somehow. Oh, well... That's not necessary, you know? I mean, I kinda like you, Hisao. Wait, what? I kinda like you? I thought it was a crush. What? I'm being able to run with you in the mornings isn't exactly a bad deal for me either, so... For someone who gets so much praise, she seems unused to gratitude. I can't think of anything else to say, so we fall silent. I become aware of Emmy's breathing, of the dampness of her clothing, and of the scent of her damn strawberries. Coming off of anyone else, it would stink. Coming off of Emmy fits her in a way nothing else could. Her skin is cool. Oh, here we go with this. Her skin is cool, slick, and sweet, and a breeze causes goosebumps to rise. Almost without thinking it, I lean down and meet Emmy's mouth, which has already moved to meet my own. What's the... That you kiss, is it? Her lips are soft, and she hums happily as we kiss, sending vibrations from her mouth to mine. There's a startling rightness to everything about this moment. We fit one another perfectly. Pun intended. The kiss ends, and I finally let my arms drop back to my sides. Emmy is smiling warmly at me and giggles again. Come on, Hisao, we better go see the nurse. I'm feeling sick. There's so much lovey-doveyness in the air. God. As she turns to begin walking, she gives out a tiny yelp and stumbles forward. Uh-oh. Emmy! I leap to steady her and notice with some concern that she's favouring the same leg as last night. Your leg? Emmy seems panicked and pushes away from me. It's fine. Oh, lies. My expression must seem hurt because she hastens to apologise. Sorry. I didn't mean to push you like that. It's no, I see it. Natural defence. You don't like people feel like they need to take care of you. I was just... She stumbles for something to say. It's nothing, really. Hey, don't worry about it. She's so flustered, I decide to shrug the whole thing off. Nah! But there's a cold feeling in the pit of my stomach now that won't go away. I tried to step in and help her, and she pushed me away. Smiling, I shove those thoughts to the back of my mind and concentrate on Emmy. I just don't want you getting hurt. That's all. You don't have to worry about me. Honest. Oh, she's going to stop pushing away now, isn't she? And this is not Hisao's fault. He is trying to be helpful. You've done nothing wrong, man. I don't blame you at all. It's her. She's too stubborn. I'm fine. Yeah, you say that, but I don't believe you. Why won't you tell me what's wrong? It's like she's getting offended by my trying to help. And what am I supposed to make of that? I'm still trying to sort out what happened on the track as we arrive in front of the nurse's office. Emmy raises her hand to knock, hesitates, and turns to me smiling guiltily. Hey, can you do me a favour? Oh, don't tell him. Of course. Can you tell the nurse that I'll see him later? I just remembered that I've got some stuff to take care of before class. So, I really need to get moving. I peer at her closely, and she fidgets under my stare. Yeah, she's clearly just avoiding the nurse. That leg of hers. Well, whatever. I said I'd help, so I will. But I'll make damn sure she sees the nurse before the day's out. Yeah, okay, I'll let him know. Emmy looks like I've just given her a pony on Christmas. Ah! 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 That's the pony face. I don't know if you know that. Thank you so much. You're the best, Hisao. Making me lie for you. I'm rewarded for my complicity in her lie by a kiss that makes it all worth it. So I tell myself. Seducing me of your feminine wiles. As Emmy heads out of the building, trying hard not to let her limp show, I knock on the door of the office. Yeah, Hisao, come in. Come on in. I don't see Emmy with you. She's not sick again, is she? From the tone of his voice, I don't think the nurse is expecting me to say, yes, she's ill. She said she'd forgotten to do something, and so she had to skip out, but she'll see you later today. The nurse heaves an exasperated sigh. Honestly, that girl. She's been avoiding me. Yesterday she was in and out of here without even taking off her prosthetics, and now this. Well, at least it's not just Emmy that... It's not just me Emmy doesn't want worrying. That's a comfort, I guess. No, she's just too stubborn. Still, I feel like I should say something about her leg. I said I'd lie for her, but she really needs to see him. Now that you mention it... She's gonna hate you for this. Now that you mention it, she was limping pretty badly today. And last night as well. The nurse's eyes narrow at the words last night. What exactly were you two doing last night? I had a picnics. Oh, we were on a date? The nurse raises his eyebrow as if surprised. Really? That's interesting. Huh? Oh, nothing. His gaze turns thoughtfully as he grins at me. Well, you don't think you could use some of that boyfriend charm to get to come see me today, could you? Of course. I was planning on doing that anyway. I think she's really hurt and just pretending she isn't. Yeah, she does that. I'm afraid I'll make her stop running. Will you? I don't like to, but if it's bad enough that she's been limping, well... I guess I'll have to see what's wrong for myself before I make that call. I see. Emmy, not allowed to run? Perish the thought. I don't know if she'd be able to function without running. Like you with emotions, I suppose. No wonder she's reluctant to admit anything's wrong. Well, I'll make sure she sees you. Good. Oh, before I forget, take your clothes off. He grins at me again in what feels like a vaguely threatening manner. Don't forget that I know what medications you're on. You be careful around Emmy, got it? Stop threatening my life! Wow, he looks serious too. Got it, yeah. Don't hurt Emmy, wouldn't dream of it. Grand! He would literally kill you. I'd hate for you to be late. Huh? Late, as in late Hisao Nakai. Oh god! He's making fucking death threats at me! What the hell, man? This guy's crazy! This guy, take away this guy's job now. He's scaring me. He frowns briefly, dissatisfied. Sounded better in my head. Well, at any rate, get out of here before you miss your first class. You got things to do, I'm sure. Shoo. As I leave, I notice the nurse pulling out his phone and dialing a number. Miko, your daughter's being a pain in the ass again. I better head back to my room, or I really will be late. Oh, maybe he was the guy that she was calling then. Hey, wasn't he supposed to check my heart rate? The lunch bell sounds, and I'm bringing myself out of a stupor I slipped into during the morning's classes. My lack of sleep last night, coupled with the increased pace of this morning's run, has left me a little exhausted. Despite that, I find myself skipping stairs up to the roof. I bet you she's not going to be up there. There's a thrill of excitement now, in addition to the pleasure one gets from eating lunch with one's friends. True, both Emmy and Rin are still my friends, but Emmy's become more than that now. Super friends. Super friends. Rin is back in her usual spot on the roof, almost as if she'd never been absent. Does that hurt her head? How does she get back up from that? How does she get up from that? Would she like roll? Oh god, that would be painful. She like roll from... the hell? Okay, hang on. Excuse my... If you see my underwear, it's because my jeans are holding them. Okay, so let's... Hang on a minute. Let's do an experiment here. Let me just do my jeans up. Okay, so... If you're lying down without any arms, how do you get up? Do you, like... You go, like, legs, and then... No, You go... How about what? Okay, what if you, like, turn around, and then... Does she have shoulders? She does have shoulders, doesn't she? She's like... Yeah. 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 But that would hurt like hell. If that's a gravel floor, I just dragged my face across the floor trying to get up then. And that hurt a bit. So, like, what the hell? How does she do that? Feeling better, I take it? A raised eyebrow is my reward for speaking. Better than what? Better than you felt yesterday. Rin gives my question some serious thought. I'm not sure. I think I might have felt rather good for some of yesterday, but it's all fuzzy. Too much cold medicine? Well, I was asleep, and that's usually pretty good. But I can't remember what it feels like to be asleep, because I'm not conscious for it. It's a real problem. Then again, if I knew how good it felt, I might not sleep anymore. But this way I keep trying, so I guess that's how I can keep from being overtired. An eternal mystery to keep you sleeping at night? Maybe. Mystery is the wrong word. Intangibility might be the proper way to describe it. I see. No, I didn't see it all. I have no idea what she's talking about, but that's okay, since I really do. Do you remember what sleeping... Do you remember what sleeping feels like? Like yesterday, do you remember what you felt like sleeping yesterday? Well, I actually didn't get a lot of sleep yesterday. Maybe that's because you remember subconsciously. Actually, I think I was worrying about Emmy. Doesn't Emmy worry enough about herself? I hadn't considered that, but it gives me pause. True, but would she ask for help if she needed it? Rin frowns, and I raise an eyebrow. Will I get a proper answer? Probably not. Is there something she would be asking for help with? Her leg, for starters. Well, her lack of legs. This seems to catch Rin's interest. Leg? It hurts, but she won't see the nurse about it. Rin shakes her head in disapproval. You have to make her. Like, she makes me go to class for her own good. Otherwise, she could lose her legs again, and that's just too weird. Losing things twice? Especially if you don't find them again to begin with. Unless prosthetics are the same as finding something. But that's a different kind of loss, isn't it? I think so. I wonder. Wonder what? Emmy seems to have snuck up on Rin and I, though Rin doesn't seem especially surprised, which is itself unsurprising, I suppose. Rin manages to sit herself upright quite expertly, throwing her upper body forward and using her momentum to right herself. Oh, well, okay, yeah, if you were lying down and then crossed your legs, you could probably, you could throw yourself up. Okay, that's fair enough. That makes sense. Your leg. How's it feel? That earns me a frown and a bit of a glare. Sorry, just trying to, be a caring boyfriend. Sorry, Jesus. It's okay, I think. Not worth worrying about. Tell that to the nurse. He's quite insistent that you visit him, Emmy pouts like I've just told her that she's been grounded. He worries too much. It's not a big deal, just a little soreness. I try to resist rolling my eyes in exasperation. If it's nothing, then you should have no problem seeing him, right? Yeah, Emi's eyes narrow. Emi narrows her eyes suspiciously. I'm on Hisao's side here. Did he put you up to this? No. Say no. Well, maybe a little. But that's not the point. I would have reminded you to see him anyway. It would be terrible to see you really hurt and not doing anything about it. Actually, you know what? He could have said yes because she did the same thing to him. First of all, the nurse was using her to check up on him, and now the same thing. So that would make it worse. And I don't really want to see her hurt. You know? Fujin, call me crazy. I just met you, and this is crazy. But I kind of would prefer to see you happy and healthy. With each statement, Emi's frown fades a little more, but until eventually she's grinning, albeit a little shyly. Good move, Hisao, good move. Well, if you're going to put it that way, then I guess I'll have to see him. Otherwise, you keep worrying, and then I'll never hear the end of it, right? That's right. I'll keep bugging you about it, and that might put a dampener on our dates. How's the food, Hisao? Talk to the nurse, Emi. How's the food, Hisao? Talk to the nurse, Emi. How's your day, Hisao? Talk to the nurse, Emi. Hisao, I think I'm ready to go all the way. Talk to the nurse, Emi. What is that? I think I'm ready to go all the way. It's like literally standing there taking her clothes off. I'm ready to go all the. Talk to the nurse. I don't want to sleep with you until you talk to the nurse. Emi giggles at a high-pitched rendition of her own voice and gives me an affectionate shove. My voice isn't that high, jerk. I think I'm ready to go all the way. Talk to the nurse. I thought it was pretty accurate. Emi and I stare at Rin for a while before I burst into laughter. Emi's eyes turn into strange swirls of nothingness. Emi crosses her arms and huffs, mock offended. You're both jerks. Joke. Such vile calumny. Oh my god. Okay, I've met a word. I don't even know what it says. I've never seen that word in my life. Such vile calumnies. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to dictionary that afterwards. Such vile calumnies from you, young woman. I'm stunned that you would call me, of all people, a jerk. Honestly, I don't know what to think. Emi sticks her tongue out at me. You ass. And now I'm an ass. And a jerk. Am I a dick? An ass? So Rin, how is the art club these days? Rin, seemingly as surprised by this sudden change of topic as I am, takes a minute to think before answering. I believe it's okay. Although, Namiya keeps telling me to work harder. Namiya? But I don't think he understands my methods. He always struck me as slightly creepy. Rin ponders this statement for a while. I never really noticed. But I don't pay much attention to him most days, so maybe that's why. How often do you meet? Thinking of joining Hisao? What? Nah, I've already decided to join a club. Really? Which one? Well, it's not really much of a club, to be honest. It's just me and Muto chatting about Stove and Hokins. Oh, you joined the tea club? No, I joined the science club, I think. Emi looks highly confused. We have a science club? Not really, it's just me. So that's not a club, that's you sitting in a room reading books with Stove and Hokin. No, I mean, it's just me and Muto and Stove and Hokin. I'm just the only student so far. Muto? Really? A thought strikes her. Oh, is that what you were talking about yesterday? Your meeting with Muto? Yeah, that was our first meeting, I guess. Emi giggles. Nerd. Nerd. Whoa. Hey, I can't help being clever. No, I could have used your help years ago. You should have had your heart attack earlier in life, Hisao. I laugh, and then realize this is probably one of the very rare times I've laughed about my heart attack. Hindsight. Yeah. The ringing of the bell ends our conversation. Guess we better go. Yeah, I guess so. Come on, Rin, you too. Rin has apparently begun to doze off, so Emmy gives her a shot. I didn't notice she was there going. Gives her a sharp bump. I almost had it. Sorry, but we need to go to class. I disagree, but maybe if I nap in class, I'll get it this time. Changing location is something helpful for that kind of thing. Neither Emmy or I bother asking what it is. As we arrive at the classroom, Emmy gives me a quick kiss and heads down the hallway, Rin in tow. I turn to enter the classroom, to be met by the hounds, the guardians of the gates of hell. Cerberus, but missing one of the heads. I turn to enter the classroom to be met by the duo of Shizne and Misha. Misha seems to be fighting a losing battle to keep from breaking into a fit of giggles while she translates Shizne's latest rant. Well, we are pleased and thrilled to see how well you've managed to make new friends and forge relationships, and with such a cutie too, Hichan. I think the last part was probably Misha. We nevertheless feel compelled to politely remind you that your public displays of affection are strictly forbidden. Really? That's disappointing, Shi-chan. By Section 8 of the Code of Conduct later in the student handbook. In this case, however, ignorance of the law may be your excuse, as we are feeling lenient. Wow. Bitch. And the paperwork required to punish the both of you would only add to the already mountainous volume of work which confronts us, the sole members of the student council, and besides, you two are adorable together. Therefore, considering this formal warning, and please refrain from such displays in the future. Look, just because you got no one, don't mean you to get in my way, okay? I'm gonna kiss whoever. I'm gonna kiss you on the face in a minute. Maybe that's why she never kissed in the hallways. That makes a lot of sense why you never really kissed Shizne unless you were doing the sexy times. At least when Shizne can see you, Hichan. Hichan! The whole spiel is so patently ridiculous that I can't help but reply in the same pompous manner. Well, I for one feel enlightened. I apologize profusely for my rash actions and will strive to contain my baser impulses which, I fear, impel me towards such inappropriate displays of public affection. Ooh, nice comeback. It is hardly my wish to burden an already overworked student council with such petty matters, and will do my best to make your lives easier in this matter in the future. At least when Shizne's watching. This last line is delivered with a wink at Misha, who finally loses control of her laughter. It's been a while since I got to do that. Well said, Hichan! Chuckling a little myself, we enter the classroom. Good comeback, man. Good comeback. Oh, the mouse is in the way. Sorry. Strong finish. Strong finish. Class is uneventful, and after the final bell rings, I find myself alone with Muto again. Muto. So, looks like we've all assembled for the second meeting of the science club. Or is it the first? What do you think? Should we count yesterday as a meeting? Well, we did form the club yesterday, didn't we? It seems like club business, so we can safely call yesterday a meeting. Muto smiles in his usual stilted and awkward way. I wonder if the muscles his face are not just shaped correctly to let him smile naturally. You got a fucking weird face. Anyway, next time we're going to have a chat with Muto, because I'm going to end it there. Good episode, guys. Good episode. Genuinely caring about Emmy. Upset when she pushes us away. Oh, Emmy. Okay. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time. Bye-bye.